So hey y'all, welcome to Beyonce's Internet. I'm Sharonda Isadora and this is Brazen Babe Reviews. I'm back, baby. Okay, so this video is gonna be short and sweet. So I haven't been on this YouTube channel in quite a while. I've been uploading some TikTok shorts because that's where I've been. But let's just get to what I'm here for. So, my name is Sharonda. I read and review Black romance books, and this is why I originally started this YouTube channel. So, like, when I first started, I just wanted to focus on Black books in general. And then I wanted to focus on Black romance books because being on BookTube, I noticed there was a serious lack of that, and fast forward to, today's current times. I'm not that old, bear with me. But fast forward to today, there's still a huge lack, but there are some up and coming, booktubers that are focusing more on Black romance books. It's still lacking though, very much lacking. But anyway, so I've been reading Black romance for a very long time. I love the genre. I think it is an amazing genre. I think Black romance authors give us something that we all are looking for. We just this color, not that color. Okay. But when I first started out, and doing between like a blog and a podcast and YouTube and different types of things, it got pretty much kind of like depressing and not very fulfilling, covering in a genre that I love so much, and people not tapping into it. It was just like, I'm looking around like, the fuck wrong with y'all, but it did get a little bit discouraging, especially when your following count, on these social media platforms lack, and as I get older, I've kind of realized that I gotta stop investing so much energy in what people think, or or caring about what people think I do with whatever social media platforms I decide to discuss, a genre that I love so much on, and if that has me, not having a whole lot of followers, then so be it. So, I recently stopped doing a lot of things. When I first started reading books, I've been blogging since like 2008, but mainly about books and stuff, 2011. And then Black romance specifically, probably like a year after that. So, long time doing this shit, you know. And then, you notice that, on other social media platforms, you open up other avenues to try to get, to try to garner, attention for yourself. And, it's just not working, whatever, platform that you tend to go on. And, again, that's fine. So I decided to let go of a lot of things. I had the blog, brazenbabereviews.com, for a long as goddamn time. And I've decided to let that go. Like by the end of the year, that blog will no longer exist. I had a Bookstagram channel. And I feel like Bookstagram is also a little bit more like BookTube in how it represents you know, the black romance genre. You know, everything is about show and tell these days. You know, look what I read. I'm so diverse. You know, follow me, click, 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 click. You know, and for me, I feel like a lot of people aren't really as invested as they say they are, you know, but, you know, right skin tone sometimes and, you know, the right kind of books will get you all kind of clicks, and that's fine or whatever. But, you know, I decided to shut my Bookstagram that was in relation to the blog. I shut that down in September because it just felt, again, it was just like being on, you know, other social media platforms and just feel like it's you know, who is this working for, you know? And, you know, and what do I really have this platform for, you know? Like, am I really doing it to sit here and say and scream and shout about a genre that I love so much? Or I'm trying to, you know, keep up with the Joneses, or, you know, trying to stay in and, you know, in with the Joneses, you know, try to be part of the it crowd, you know, and all that other stuff. And yeah, so I shut that down too as well. And don't get me wrong, there are some lovely people, some lovely bomb ass black romance readers on Instagram. One of them is now my podcast mate, and you know, I love her to death. Hey, Shades and Pages. Hey, Tama girl. But I found some genuine. Anyway, I found some genuine, wonderful people across all my social media platforms. But sometimes you get into this. When you start something and you say, you know, you're getting into it. Because the love of this and the love of that. And, you know, we all say that when we start something off. But, you know, somewhere along the way, we lose our way. And I felt like I was losing my way on certain social media platforms. So, you know, I just shut them down, you know. And as far as me shutting down a blog, it just kind of doesn't make any sense anymore to pay for a space that I'm barely using. You know what I mean? I pay like... You know, I'm on WordPress now because Blogger is fucking bugging. You know, Google shutting down everything, girl. You can't have nothing on Google no more. But, you know, Google is shutting down everything. So I decided to move my blog over to WordPress. But, you know, even when I was on Google, you know, even when I was on Blogger, you know, I was just having a thought, or just shut this shit down, because what's the point? You know, I was posting like every now and again, you know, maybe twice a month. And it's like, again, why pay for a space that I'm not even using? And now that I'm on WordPress, you know, I'm paying like 15, you know, bucks a month, you know, and the site people that I'm holding space on, they're like, girl, we about to go up. And I'm just like, well, is this shit worth it? It's probably not worth it, you know, especially again with me, you know, not posting as much. And so yeah, the blog, you know, by the end of the year, you know, Brazen Babe Reviews, the blog, or the .com, will no longer be in existence either, you know. What else? You know, and I had some, you know, I've learned a lot being in, you know, those spaces. I've met some great people being in those spaces. But, you know, the end doesn't fit the means anymore, you know, and it's just time to, like, move on and, you know, find other avenues of doing something. So the things that I did decide to keep is the podcast. Again, I have a podcast, Mason. Hey, Tama. And that podcast is up under Brazen Babe Reviews, the podcast as well, you know. So mainly you will see me on talking about black romance books on a podcast with my partner in crime, you know. And even though we're moving towards, you know, books outside of black romance, that podcast is specifically, you know, we cater to black romance books because that's generally what we read. You know, the both of us read majorly, you know what I mean? I'm still on Twitter under BBR Reviews, still talking shit, you know, books and bullshit, you know, still talking shit. You know, yeah. the usual. But you know, just the usual shit that I'm doing over there, you know. I have a TikTok as well. Almost everybody has a TikTok. You know, TikTok has its issues as well. You know, I just feel like with a lot of platforms, you know, you have to be the right complexion, you know, or the right kind of, black person, or the right kind of, POC person to have like all these followers, you know, everything, has its whatever, but I am on TikTok. That's under Brazen Bait Reviews as well. And, so generally, what these changes are going to be is, not nothing, too major or specific. Here on this channel, I will continue to talk about and show off Black romance books. And that will incorporate me also talking about some TV shows, that are Black, that center, Black romance. We getting a little bit more of those. Sometimes they're a little bit questionable, but still, some, things that I find and enjoy, I'll be talking about. There'll be some random, me talking about some K-drama shows on here as well, because I love K-dramas and stuff like that. So, previously in the past, you probably have seen me doing some tarot and oracle deck unboxings on here and stuff like that, and also some journal videos as well. I will continue the journal videos, the tarot and the oracle box, the oracle card unboxings I'm not going to do anymore. But you can follow my niece on here. Her name is I think it's Infinite Healing 888. I'll drop her link in here. So, if that's your Jush, you love that kind of stuff. She does readings. She's an awesome reader. Give her a follow and check out her channel. But yeah, here it's just going to be mainly, me talking about Black books, specifically Black romance books. But, I love sci-fi, science fiction, fantasy. I love mysteries and stuff like that. So, different things I'll fit in here on this channel, and I won't be talking about every book I read, because bitch, who got the fucking time? I don't. When the pandemic hit, I was at my job for 20 plus years. I was furloughed and then laid off. I had a whole lot of motherfucking time on my hands, and I still didn't do a majority of shit that I should have been doing. But too late, you know what I mean? Not too late, but fuck it. That's how I feel about things right about now. Just, fuck it. But, what else? So, it'll be like, a little hodgepodge of different things, but mainly, again, me talking about Black romance, and again, that's going to encompass books and TV and things like that, But again, I won't be talking about every goddamn book I read. You might see a couple of authors a whole lot, because those are my motherfucking faves, and you got your own channel. Do what you want to do over there. Well, anyway, yeah. So it was just, I do have another Instagram, which is more like my personal, but I am kind of like bringing some of my TikToks over there, and I'll be sharing whatever I do over here, whatever videos I do over here, I'll be sharing those on my other Instagram as well, which is Sharonda_Isadora. But I'll link everything. I'll update the channel, the channel thing or whatever. But yeah, but everything else, will remain the same. It's still going to be Brazen Bait Reviews over here on YouTube. It's still going to be the Brazen Bait Reviews for the podcast, even though, our at tags, or our tags are, it's like, the fuck, hashtags, are brazenly shady. But still, I will link everything in, the description box before, in the description box below. Drinking a little bit, but anyway, but yeah, so it's, just some things have, just changed a little bit. I, at the end of it all, I have respect for the book community and, you know, some of the people in it. But, you know, at the end of the day, I do think it's a very performative community, and it's very hard to find your footing within it, you know, and you can get caught up in, you know, and lose your focus, you know, along the way in what you generally wanted to start it to do, you know, whenever you did what you know, started to do, you know. And, but, you know, I do have respect for the community, and, but, you know, it still has a long way to go, especially in reference to, you know, Black books, especially a lot of genres up under Black books, you know, mainly the romance community. It is a community that screams all the time about inclusion and diversity, and, you know, ain't no hate over here on this side of the fence, but sometimes it don't prove to be true. But anyway, you know, but I don't know where what I'm doing now is going to lead me. And I'm at a point in my life where I really, honestly, I won't say I don't care, but, you know, some things aren't as, you know, as important, you know, as they used to be to me. So, you know, if that makes sense. But, you know, I'm just, you know, just here to rave and talk about books that I love. And those books just happen to be mainly Black romance books. So what you probably will expect in some of my reviews is maybe some cussing, whole lot of cussing, whole lot of cussing. You know, me talking slick at the mouth. I am a equal opportunity, somewhat of a hater. You know, I don't get up on anybody's social media and say, oh, I don't talk about the books I didn't love and da 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 da. I do talk about the books that I did not enjoy so much, but I try to be as respectful as I possibly can, you know. So yeah, there's that. So you might see me talk about some books I ain't really love so much. But, you know, for most of the time, with a lot of the books that I do read, I do try to give you what I loved about the book and what I, you know, what I didn't love so much, you know. But it's never to be, you know, anything intentionally full of hate, you know, because that makes you ugly, and I don't want to be ugly. But you want to be ugly? Because I don't want to be ugly either. But yeah. So yeah, you can find me here. You can find me on the TikToks. You can find me on my podcast, which we generally have like 2 episodes a month, you know, depending on our reading mood, because both of us read a whole motherfucker lot. We only had like 1 episode this month, child. And I was like, child, I don't even know if I had an Emmy to read any other books, you know, outside of reading, you know, trying to read books that we, you know, enjoy, you know, and want to talk about, you know. But yeah, so, you know, you can find me on my podcast. Again, all of the links of what I do in reference to, you know, Brazen Bed Reviews will be in the description below. I will also leave the link for my other Instagram. You know, you can follow me there if you want to. Ain't no motherfucking pressure, you know. If you do, you do. If you don't, I don't know what that was, but yeah. So, and but if you like to see me talk a whole lot of shit sometimes, you know, definitely follow me on Twitter and the TikToks, because I'm always talking shit on both of those. But yeah, you know, I'm back, bitches. Oh, what the hell?